So today I've got kind of a, well, 3-in-1 video, I guess. Number 1, a DIY colored gel liner using eyeshadow. Number 2, liner tutorial. And then number 3, I'm going to show you how to do falsies. So if you'd like to see how I did this, then please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is grab your eyeshadow primer. I'm using the Hard Candy eyeshadow primer. It's just from Walmart. You can use whatever works for you. Just get a little bit. And put all over your eyelids. Once you have that done, you just want to set it. I'm going to use my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. I'm going to use the shade Heaven. And with that, I'm just going to use this no-name eyeshadow brush. Just whatever you have. If you've already done your eyebrows, just be careful not to get it in there because it will be kind of hard to get it out. And now this step is optional, but I'm just going to take that same palette and I'm going to use a mixture of Nudie and Cashmere Bunny and just run it through the crease really quick. And this is what we got so far. Okay, now for the eyeliner. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Vida Loca Remix palette. I'm not sure if this is still available, but if it is, I will link it down below. And I'm going to use my Sigma EO6 winged liner brush. Now, the trick for turning eyeshadow into a gel liner is to get your brush wet, and you want to probably keep it wet. So, since I'm lazy and don't want to get up every time, I've got a glass of water, so just dip it in there. And you want to kind of squeeze out the excess water. Okay, so I'm going to use the shade Rewind right there. So pretty, look at it. So you want to load up your brush. Tap off the extra. So the first thing you want to do is make the line, like the bottom of the wing, just coming straight out from your eye. Like that. And I do my wings pretty straight because I don't have a whole lot of lid space, so if I were to go like at a higher angle, it would kind of get caught in my crease and it would look kind of funky, so I just do them straight out. And now each time you go through a new step, you want to get more on your brush. And the next step is to come from the outer corner of the wing and bring it in. Now, the trick to this is you don't need to overthink it. Because when I first started doing winged eyeliner, I would freak out and I would be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm going to mess it up. But I've noticed that when I just kind of go for it, it turns out a whole lot better. So just come from the corner and bring it all the way in. Now, before I fill it in, I kind of like to make sure it's sharp. See what I mean? Fill it in. And I forgot to mention before I started doing this, when you are choosing what eyeshadow you want to use, you want to think about how pigmented it is. You probably want to go for a more higher end eyeshadow like Makeup Geek or Kat Von D or even Anastasia Beverly Hills. You don't want to go for, you know, like CoverGirl eyeshadows. They probably wouldn't work as well. Now see, it's not quite as dark as gel liner, but it's not just very faint. If you wanted a more smoky liner, you could probably get away with using the drugstore option. And now for the inner corner, I like to start on the inside and just barely touch it, because if you go in too hard, you'll get a thicker line than what you want, and my eyes are kind of small, so I don't want to have a thick line right on the inner corner. Okay. Okay, I probably need to re-wet my brush. And just kind of go from the inner corner and then meet in the middle and just make sure it's smooth up on the top. Like that. And since we are using an eyeshadow instead of a winged liner, you probably want to go over it one more time just to make sure it's completely opaque and it's not like patchy looking. And if you have any fallout, just take a big fluffy brush. This is the same one I use to powder my face. And just flick it away. Now, this part is completely optional. I only do this when I'm going to wear false eyelashes, which I am today. You want a tight line. It'll kind of help make your lashes blend in with the fake ones. Now, this is kind of scary looking. This is the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. It's just in black. It's a sample size. I got it from Sephora. Now, this is kind of tricky. You just want to lift up your eyelid like this. And tight line. And if this is something that makes you uncomfortable, you really do not have to do this. It's not like your lashes are going to look terrible if you don't do that. That's just something that I personally like to do. So, it's completely up to you, girl. So, now I'm just going to curl my lashes. And be careful when you do this because your eyeshadow, the liner, might transfer. The lashes I'm going to use today are the Soft Touch 150 Black by Ardell. These are my favorites. They're so pretty. And the glue I'm going to use is Revlon Precision Clear. We don't have to talk about how dirty it is. I know. I already know. And you want to be really careful when you're taking the lashes out of this little piece, especially if they're brand new. You don't want to rip any of the little lashes off. So what you want to do is get whatever tweezers you're going to be applying. You just want to take your tweezers, grab it by the lash band, not the lashes, and just gently pull. And it will come off. Now, next, you want to take them like this and just kind of shape them to where they'll be round and they'll be easier to get on. You want to just take the glue and kind of paint it on. You don't need a whole lot. Now, this glue, you don't really have to wait for it to dry very long, but most glues you do, so you want to wait until it gets tacky. This one, the glue is white, if you can even see that. And it'll turn kind of more clear when it's ready. So just get it as close to your lash line as you can. Do the middle and then the outside and then the inside. The inside is the hardest. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to use your finger and push it down. Very gently. These particular lashes are difficult because the band is really thick. Okay, and once the glue is dry, you want to go in very, very gently with mascara. This is L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. Very carefully. And that's it, guys. That's all I've got. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'm going to list everything down below in the description box, as well as all of my social media if you want to follow me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.